long as 2 minutes, but we're gonna play it and then kind of rap about what we see.
Okay.
What's going on? Do you live here?
Yeah.
You do?
Papa.
I don't believe that.
What?
I don't believe that.
So what are you doing here?
Rory, come on. Rory, come on.
Hey.
Did someone come here?
That was my wife. Somebody chased her up here, and she had kids.
Who chased her?
She said somebody in a silver
There was a guy
truck.
in a gray truck, and he came
So
around the corner,
I don't know if you guys have a
I was in
reading.
the street, and so I come up, and I just have my kids, and so I'm like gonna pretend that I'm coming home, and so I pull up and I start walking to your back gate, and he stops here and he goes, "Are you looking for someone?" And I said, "Nope." And then he sat here, and I was like, "I need to get in."
Well, that's my husband. That's why he lives here. Yeah. He lives here. So he came in and he said there's a lady screaming. And I'm like, that's...
She got all worried. That some.
Scared the crap out of me.
How?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
How did he scare you,
I
though?
had a feel.
I just seen her in the driveway and I was like, are you looking for somebody? Because I was pulling up out
And I
home.
saw someone walking in our driveway, too. And I'm like, why is someone walking in our driveway?
I'm
Well, there
sorry.
we got it. All right, sorry.
What?
I don't.
She said that someone was following her. So you were walking from there?
No, you came this way, didn't you?
No, I came down this street right here.
Yeah.
And I was riding slow because I'm looking at our Christmas lights.
Well, you just have to understand my point of view. Being by myself with 2 kids, I just saw a car coming, and so I was like, oh, it scared me, and so I just pulled up here, and I kept thinking, this could be his house. But you didn't say, this is my home. You just said, are you looking? And I was like,
I did. When you was on the porch, you asked me, did I live here? I said, yeah.
And you said, no, you don't.
And you said, I don't think you do.
It was obviously you could tell that I was really caught off guard.
Like, I'm pulling in my, it's like I'm pulling in my house. Like, this is not, this neighborhood is probably one of the best neighborhoods in Ohio.
It is.
I don't, you don't have to worry about stuff like that.
Well, I'm very sorry. I really hope that you're not upset with me.
Come on, babe. Go in the house. Let's go.
You told me that I didn't.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, dog. I'm gonna be honest with
cameras.
you. Hey, beat out. I'll start with you, bro. What's your thoughts, bro? Oh, what's your thoughts, brother?
Shout out to cameras, because this happens a lot, and the places that don't have cameras don't get this recognition. This don't get broadcast like that. So shout out to them for having a ring. If you ain't got one, get one. But she tried backpedaling so hard, and it made her case so much worse. She looked so bad. Like she would have been better off just owning up to it. Like, you know what? I fucked up. Because she did. Like, I saw someone driving down the street and I got scared. What are we talking about? So people can't drive down the street now? What are it like? You're gonna neglect the fact that you asked him if he lived there? He told you, yeah, you're gonna tell this man you don't live here? Because it's a black man with locks. It's really wild to see stuff like this still going on today. It's really wild. And then husband sitting there looking crazy because he like, my wife wrong. That's why he ain't say nothing. If he felt like she was right, he would have had her back and he would have said a whole lot more. But he's sitting there quiet, looking crazy. Got that man in a bad situation.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm gonna be super G. I ain't gonna say nothing crazy that I want to say, but
No,
I'm leave
did. She did. You should.
Yeah, be honest. Nah, man. I'm gonna be real, yo. Like, I'd rather find a affluent black neighborhood where there's some type of mutual community. Like, I just don't like what you said is 110% facts. I'm not going back on what you said, Dot. I'm not saying that anything you said isn't true, but to me, it's almost like, you know, as blacks, as a black person making money, as a black man, as all the things, like, dog, why you go in that neighborhood to feel safer, but you just really dealing with a different problem. Like, that could have went left and broke. Y'all know if the cops would have got called and it didn't get squared away, y'all know how that could have ended. I think the older I get, the more of a problem I have. Like, when I look for that type of home, I'm also going to look at the community, and is it a community I want to be in, not one that I just deem safe? Because it may be physically safe. You might not have a lot of robberies and violence and stuff like that, but like, your mental and emotional ain't gonna be good after that, bro.
Bro, you
Like,
got them people everywhere. Unless you go knock on everybody's door, you don't know who like that.
I hear what you're saying, Doc. I really do.
That is true.
I don't disagree, but I feel like there's neighborhoods where people have more of a mutual respect in that. Because you ain't care about stepping on my door. You didn't care about knocking on my door when you were scared. What if my wife had that thing with her because I'm not home, and she would have came out the door and did something else? So you don't even have mutual respect enough. You know what it is, bro? We mind our business. We mind our business. Like, you got scared to the point where you came to my house. Nah, dog, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I'm gonna be real with you. Salute to him and the way he carried himself, the way he handled it, the way he answered every question, the way he went through all that. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I had to let my wife handle that one. Well, nah, never mind. I had to handle that one.
Yeah, I'll say, know about that one.
So Brittany said,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Brittany said, I'm supposed to miss out on my dream house for some crusty Mayo users. Nah. So
hey,
that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Let's go, partner.
I don't think it's that. I just think it's that, like, this is my thing. I'm not saying it's right. But like, bro, that come with it. When you like, there's neighborhoods that look like that have that dream home, that have a community of more mutual respect than that. Is what I'm saying.
But how do you determine? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jay.
Really quick. So first, both of you guys made great points. I'll piggyback off both of you guys' points. Sneak, I'll start with you. When you said,
so you about to text about the school, Sneak, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I will, definitely. So when you said about the neighborhood, right? You said kind of find more so, you know, our people, more so blue collar workers or our neighborhood, right?
I didn't define the type of work, to be respectful. I didn't define the type of work.
We're not going to dilute it to blue collar workers.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, more so people that look like us, right? It's not the neighborhood. It's more so, first of all, no neighborhood just has a good neighborhood. It's more good neighbors. It's not a neighborhood. Nobody has like a whole group of people that's just like we all in. I'm gonna just start with that. Okay. So he wasn't wrong in the aspect. Dot made a good point with the situation of when he came up on the porch and Shorty tried to backpedal. She took no accountability. He sat there and stated that I do stay here. And she said, no, you don't. For you to sit here as I pay my mortgage like you do and tell me I don't stay in the residence where I stay is mind-blowing to me. And you're going to tell me I saw a car creeping down the neighborhood and turned in. So I fear for my life, basically. And then I walked up to a house where he stayed. You rung the bell. And then now he's sitting here and has to explain himself of why he does stay here. It makes
his house.
At his house.
That's what gets me.
I don't think it's the neighborhood. I think it's the person. And that lady was stereotyping him. And instead of being upfront and honest and saying, hey, I seen a black man with dreads, quote unquote, what I am programmed to think is a threat. Instead of being honest, you up here lying, talking about, oh, I didn't know what was going on. That would have pissed me off more. I'm going to be honest. Because I am a black man with dreads. And I would have lit her ass up. Because I'm like, yeah, you're not about to do this. But if, like you said, if the cop was called, and they would have came out there, that situation could have went left for no reason.
Yeah, I agree, Jay. Jay meant lit up like his Christmas lights. That's what he meant. Yeah. So the thing is, bro, let me clarify something. I'm not saying it doesn't happen in every neighborhood. And this is unfortunate, but what I am saying is when you look at neighborhoods, you being who we are, you do have to look more at than just a floor plan. You do have to look at other things.
But how would you know?
Yeah, and what were you taught when you got money?
So
money, what neighborhoods were you looking for that you deemed safe as
I never not being funny, not being playing on semantics. I never said safe meaning every neighborhood is perfect. But I'm gonna answer the question, Jay. Give me,
like an African American man, not just as your experiences. What would you deem a safe neighborhood?
All right, so
when you got to a certain caliber of money.
I'm not being funny. And don't judge me, but I'm being honest. First thing I'm gonna do is look at the schools, the school districts, look at their demographics, look at how they're performing. Secondly, I'm going to see who's in their council hall, who's the local government, what type of stuff they sticking and moving. Also, and I'm being dead serious, bro. Also, I look at a lot of churches in the area. Most family people go to things like that in the area. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying that kills everything. What I'm saying is when you look at schools, when you look at different things, you get an okay depiction of what it looks like. What I'm saying is
those neighborhoods, not cut you off. In those neighborhoods, let's dissect what you said.
For sure.
Let's start with schools. In those neighborhoods, are those schools predominantly white or black that you're looking at?
So I live in one of the most affluent black counties, so it's hard for me to relate to that because this is where I lived at in my adulthood. So most of areas that look like that where I'm at have people that look like me.
So they're not predominantly black. They're predominantly black schools, not white.
Where I'm at, yes.
Where you're located, okay.
Yes. Because this is the other side of it, right? I also think like that's in Ohio. I mean,
there's about 8 white people out there, ain't it?
Bro, I think it's this. Shay is crazy, man. Shay is crazy, man. Bro, I think the thing is, bro, he's insane. I think the thing is that I'm trying to say is like I'm not saying that you won't have predominantly this, predominantly that. I think there are certain measurements you could take beyond just looking at the crib and get a good measurement of how the neighborhood is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to Dot's point, Dot, you may not always know. You feel me? But like, bro, if I go move in Backwood, Texas on 7 acres with my mansion, hey, you know, the neighbors might not be that 7 acres is aggressive, 2-3 acres. Like, but bro, I kind of know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've worked outside for the last 6 years, and in every single neighborhood that I have been in, it don't matter. Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte, Greensboro, Virginia, it don't matter, bro. There's always at least one. There's always one.
I get where you're going. But I get where you're going. I do think that's true. I think the video wouldn't bother me. Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
I say even in the field I work in, I experience it all the time. So you and Keenan, we always talk about if you know, you know. It's always one.
I think the thing that bothered me in the video, for real, what really bothered me was, and this is gonna sound crazy, the whole thing bothered me. But what really pinched my nerve and twisted it was like, you came to my house and act like I didn't live where my actual house is. If this was like we was on the street, it was at a stop sign and you lost your mind, you will have a better case. You still racially profile me, but like, it's like you faked and try to come into my house. And the thing is, like, I'm glad his wife was saying, no, you did this, you did that. Because think about that, bro. Like, think about what scene you cause in a neighborhood like that, screaming like that.
Hey, that's great.
Got people looking at me.
Yeah, like, come on, dog.
Hey, come
on, man.
Yeah.
That lack of accountability was really, really, really crazy. Yeah. Really, really, really crazy. Like I said, shout out to cameras.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would have chased her for like 2 blocks off the strength.
Yeah, see, AJ, yeah, you hey, so we know who's not getting in those neighborhoods.
Yeah. Why we running? Why we running?
Yeah. Hey, look, here go Jay. Do you look? Do you? No, I'm not there, but I'm not gonna say on camera. I forgot.
You about to
I
say
forgot
something.
for a quick second we was
You
live,
was
bro. Hey, I'm about to say something wild. Hey, nah, man. So that was the videos we had for tonight, fellas. We're gonna kind of tap into something about communication. So I had a couple of debates, you know what I'm saying?